You think you need more information. You don't. You need permission to move. You already have enough. That's why the world's top performers use one simple trick. They count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then they act. They move before fear can ruin the motivation. Overcoming analysis paralysis is not about knowing more. It's about moving faster. Here's the science. Your brain is wired to fear losing something twice as much as it wants to gain something. The fear is what keeps you stuck in the research loop. Today, I'm going to give you the system to finally break free. I get it. I know this problem personally. Just last week, I wasted 3 full days. I was trying to pick a phone case. I had 15 tabs open. I was comparing every tiny feature. It was a $50 decision, but I was burning hours of my life. In my journal, I also wrote, I'm getting stuck in the AI prompt stage. Prompt to use. What title generation prompt to use? The paralysis wasn't about the case. It was about the fear of making the wrong choice. I was letting a tiny decision cost me days of progress on my channel. But listen, we're going to fix this. I found a system that cuts through this mess. It's the same system that helped me get on the dean's list in university. You can do this. Step 1. The 70-30 rule. We need to change what ready means. You are waiting for 100% certainty. That number doesn't exist. McKinsey research shows that decision makers waste a huge amount of time. They spend 37% of the time on decisions. Over half of that time is wasted. Inaction is costing you more than a small mistake ever could. Analysis paralysis is like trying to drive your car with the handbrake on. You have the engine, you have the talent, but you are stuck. You are waiting for the perfect empty road. James Clear teaches us about micro habits. This is the core idea. Make the first step so easy you can't say no. Stop looking at the whole staircase. Just focus on the first glowing step. I used to think I was being responsible by researching everything. I thought I was a high achieving procrastinator, but I was just using research as a shield. I was hiding from failure. We need a system to force the decision. Use the 70-30 rule. When you have 70% of the information you think you need, you stop, you move, set a deadline for your decision. When the time hits, you commit to the best option you have right now. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be the best you know now. Stop at 70% info. Set a deadline. Action point. Tactical, repeatable system. Stop at 70% info. Set a deadline and commit. Step 2. The 2-minute decision filter. We overanalyze because we treat every choice like a life or death moment. We need a fast way to check the risk. The famous jam experiment proved this. More choices lead to fewer decisions. They put out 24 jams. Only 3% of people bought one. When they cut it to 6 jams, 31% bought one. Complexity kills action. Your brain is a supercomputer, but you are feeding it too much junk data. This filter is your first defense against information overload. This is David Allen's 2 minutes rule, but for decisions. If decision is small, make it now. Don't wait. My phone case problem was a perfect example. I was treating it like a huge choice. I was scared of a minor mistake. The filter helped me see I could just undo the decision later. That's self-love, giving yourself grace to make a small mistake. Use the 2-minute decision filter. Ask yourself 2 simple questions. Can I undo this decision if it's wrong? If yes, move fast. If no, use the 70-30 rule. 2. Does it have a natural deadline? If no, set one now. 48 hours is a good start. This removes the when to decide question. If you're still watching, you're not a procrastinator. You're an executor. You just need the right system. Let's keep building it together. You have the info, you have the filter, but what about the moment of pure gut-wrenching hesitation? The average adult wastes a lot of time. They spend 1.59 hours a day on things related to procrastination. That is 55 days a year lost to indecision. You don't have time to think, you have time to act. The 5-second rule is a brain hack. It's a circuit breaker. It stops that part of your brain that leads to overanalysis. This is Mel Robbins' core tool. It's a physical trigger. It forces you to move before your brain can fill with self-doubt. I use this every time I edit a video. My journal shows I struggled with the workload, but I committed to one rule: 90 minutes of editing, then publish. When I feel the urge to check one more thing, I count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It forces me to publish the minimum viable product. That's self-encouragement. Action point: the 5-second countdown. When you feel the hesitation, count backwards: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And on 1, you physically move. You build the reflex of action. That's step 4, the permission line. The deepest reason for paralysis is perfectionism. You are waiting for permission to be imperfect. You are not alone. 42.6% of adults procrastinate often or daily. Your problem is not a character flaw, it's a common issue. Accepting this is the first step to solving it. The permission line is a simple truth. Done is better than perfect. The cost of not acting is always higher than the cost of a mistake. Andrew Huberman's work on decision fatigue is clear. Your brain has limited decision energy. Every minute you waste paralyzed is energy you can't use on something important. I used to feel guilty for spending time with my family. I wrote, I feel guilty that I don't spend time on my YouTube channel. That guilt was the voice of perfectionism. The permission line allowed me to say I need to trust the plan I made. That is self-love. Action point: the permission line. Repeat this mantra. Repeat this mantra. You don't need to know everything to move. The people winning right now just stopped waiting for perfect. This is your permission to be imperfect. Let me show you how this system works. In university, I was a classic procrastinator. I would leave big assignments until the last minute, like many of my peers. I would pass, but the stress was huge. I realized I was paralyzed by the size of the task. So I started a simple system. I forced myself to do the majority of the work the week the assignment was given. I forced the decision to start. This wasn't about being smarter. It was about removing the paralysis. The result, my grades went up. The stress disappeared. I managed to achieve the Dean's List for high academic results. That achievement was not a lucky break. It was the result of overcoming analysis paralysis by choosing small, consistent action. You can have that win too. If the first 4 steps don't move you, this final step will. We need to make the cost of not deciding more painful than the risk of a mistake. Behavioral economics is clear. We hate losing something twice as much as we love gaining something. We need to reframe the loss. Inaction is a choice. It is a choice to let someone else decide your future. The cost of not choosing is the opportunity your competitor will take. This is the loss aversion principle. You must see the loss of the opportunity. Don't just focus on the potential gain of the right decision. My fear of making a subpar video was stopping me from gathering data. I wrote, I need to trust the plan I made and make those 100 videos. It will give me data points to analyze. The cost of not publishing was losing that crucial data. That was the real loss. Use the inaction cost reframing. Every time you hesitate, ask what is the cost of not deciding right now. Put a number on it: time, money, or opportunity. Make the cost of staying stuck visible. So here is the system that high achievers use to overcome analysis paralysis and start executing. Number 1, the 70-30 rule. Stop researching at 70% certainty. Number 2, the 2-minute decision filter. Triage the stakes. Can you undo it? Number 3, the 5-second countdown. The brain hack for hesitation. Number 4, the permission line. Remember, done is better than perfect. Number 5, the inaction cost reframing. Quantify the cost of not deciding. This is your analysis to action bridge. You have the tools now. You have the permission. If you want the exact checklist I used to apply these 5 steps to my weekly goals, I've put together the execution starter kit. It includes the decision filter template and the 70-30 rule checklist. It's completely free. The link is in the description below. Now, here is your one immediate action step. Close this video. Apply the 5-second countdown to the very next task you were going to put off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I believe in you.